Hello, everyone. This is Minister Tarina McKinnon, and I wanted to speak to you guys about the pit being a part of your process. The pit is going to be a part of your process. It has to be a part of your process. Sometimes we get down and we realize that we're down and we want to stay there. But the pit is only a part of the process. It's not made for you to stay in that position. Your current situation does not determine your destination. The pit is a part of your process. I was looking at Joseph, the story of Joseph. And his own brothers, flesh and blood, threw him into a pit and then sold him into slavery because they were jealous of him. Joseph had a calling on his life, but there was a pit that he had to be in before he ended up being the ruler over Egypt. He had to go through a process. So he had to be thrown into the pit and then sold into slavery and put into prison and all of these different things before he made it to the point to where he was ruler over Egypt. He had to take different steps in order for him to get there. But it started with the pit. Had he not made it in the pit, he never would have made it to be ruler over Egypt. It started in the pit. So my point is this: there are going to be people that come against you. It may be your own flesh and blood. It may be family, friends, people that you thought were close to you, people you thought that were going to support you, have your back, look over you, guide you on your way, all these different things. People that you thought were going to be what we call the ace boon coon, the number one dog, my ride or die. Well, the truth of it is that when you have a calling, and all of us have an assignment on our lives, it may not be the pulpit, but all of us are called to an assignment. When you have something that you have to do and God begins to increase you, elevate you, all of those different things, some of those same people that said, yes, they're for you, yay, yay, are going to turn into nay, nay. They're not going to be for you. They're not going to support you, or they're going to support you in your face and talk about you behind your back. God allowed me to see some things recently within the last week and a half, 2 weeks, with people that I thought would be for me, but he allowed me, he removed the blinders off of my eyes and have allowed me to begin to see people for what they are. Some people will smile in your face and tell you, you know, how much they love you and care about you, and they're talking about you and putting you down and low rating you behind your back. And that's okay. It's a part of my pit. Those same people are, that God will allow to come into your life and be a part of your pit, are also a part of your process. So thank God for your haters, because those same people, they have to do what they're doing because you're going to have to do what you're supposed to do. So they're a part of the process to help you get to where you're supposed to be. But you're going to have people come against you. You're going to have all kinds of hell break loose on your job, in your home, friends, family, just about every relationship that you have that you're going to deal with or whatever. But don't get discouraged. Bills may become a problem. Children may not be acting right or whatever that is. Just remember that it's a part of your process. You may be in the pit right now, but that does not mean that you're going to stay there. God can do things in an instant. He can turn it around for you in a heartbeat. Just like they say, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning, where the night is only for so long. The morning is coming. Now it's up to us with what we do with it. We can choose to stay down. We can choose to hurt. We can choose to worry over things that we can't change. Or we can accept our pit and embrace our pit and get excited about it, because being in the pit means that I'm getting ready to go through my process. So when you go through your process, you're going to come out higher on the other end. It's all going to work in your favor, and you will get to where you're supposed to be. Just remember to give God all of the glory that he's due for bringing you out of your pit. But I just wanted to let you guys know, don't worry about being in the pit. Don't worry about being down. Don't worry about not having what you want or what you need. Don't worry about what people say, what people think. people that are not going to encourage you. Just keep on doing what you have to do and give the rest to God, because I promise you, he's going to do what he has to do. Everybody, sometimes, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people are judgmental, and they look at us in our past and where we are, where they think we should be, who they think God should use, and all of that. Don't worry about that. You let people sit on their high horses and look down their noses and be snooty and solidified and so dignified or whatever. You let God deal with that. You just do what God called you to do. And trust me, I'm speaking to myself. I am encouraging myself right now at the same time. I am taking my own advice. It's up to me to continue to do on what God has called me to do, and all that don't like it are just not gonna like it, period. But just remember that the pit is a part of your process. So even though things look bad right now, does not mean that they're bad. The Bible says that all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. The Bible also says that God reigns on the just as well as the unjust. So it doesn't matter how much we worship God or how much we love him, there is still a part of our pit that we have to go through so that he can use us for his glory. So just keep in mind that God is with you. He loves you. He's never going to leave you. He's never going to forsake you. He's never going to let you walk alone. There's not a situation that's too big that he can put, that you will ever be in, that he can't bring you out of. It's all going to work in your favor. And the same people that are laughing at you right now because of your being down in your situation are going to be the same people that are going to come back and say, it surely is nobody but God working for you and through your life. So just remember that the pit is a part of your process. It's going to work out in your favor every time. Peace and blessings. God bless y'all. Good night.